Hey, welcome back. It took me 45 minutes to go through my inventory, and it's still a hot mess. So let's do from oldest to newest. I mean, I still have a lot of items I didn't do anything with. A lot of them are like I have a whole string of shields here. I guess I just realized I can get rid of some of these. I don't need that many. We have this 40% shield. Okay, so let's give you the highlight world tour. For the main character, I did almost nothing. Everything is what it was, no change. For Earliet, I don't think anything changed. Oh, we upgraded her sword. Just, she doesn't use the sword really, but we upgraded it. For Jay, a really huge change. We had this commissar cap. Look at this. Plus 10 to fellowship. Also grants the fellowship bonus percent critical hit chance to the wearer and the allies. And right now that's a 9% critical hit to everybody in the party. How awesome is that? So anyways, we did that one. That's a really good one. For Kasha, we did not make any changes. We probably could. That's a stupid shotgun. For this dude, we did make some changes. We gave him a chainsword that does 19 to 30 damage, and then a pistol that does 20 to 30. And I switched to that. I think this is actually more powerful than this at the moment. We also gave him this ring. And this, even though it's not that great, and he did not have a helmet that was eligible for him. For Heinrich, he gets plus 5 willpower. We sort of did that. His melee attack damage is increased by 12. We finally got his armor back on him. I gave him this helmet. If he blocks, dodges, or parries, momentum is increased by 10. And he actually has a new sword. This bad boy here that does 32 to 40 damage. It's an amazing sword. I don't even know where we picked that up, but he has it. Abelard, we did a lot of changes. We gave him a new armor. 75%. He gets 10 less damage from warp, mental, and direct. A whole bunch of deflection. All around a really good suit of armor. We gave him a new crown. Nope, I kept that one on him. Actually, I know the 15 Medicaid is nice, but there's got to be something nicer out there. And the problem is it's a big, long... Maybe we don't. That's pretty wild. Alright, I have to keep my eyes peeled for something there. Anyways, we gave him this shield. 40%. He gains wounds for each adjacent ally at the end of his turn. And if an ally takes damage, 20% of that damage is dealt to him instead, as long as he's next to them. So that'll help us survive turn 1. And then on top of that, I gave him this axe. So we went from maybe 20 max damage. So now he has a chain axe instead of a chain sword that does 17 to 27 damage. It was a big upgrade for him. Idiri, who we're not playing as, we gave her a bunch of stuff. Most of it was just because she hardly had anything equipped. It's making me wonder, like, where's all this stuff come from? And then, check this out. That's a shotgun that does 70 to 100 damage. That's an amazing shotgun. But we don't have Solomorn with us. Alright, I changed a few things for her. I gave her this. It gives her plus 25 demolition, and her area attacks with weapons deal an additional 14 damage. We upgraded her melt-a-gun. Beyond that, I think most everything else stayed the same. Kibbles and Bits. We gave her a two-handed chainsword. Oh, sorry, this one. Craven's Bane. Look at that. 31 to 41 damage. That's an amazing sword. And I feel really bad because now I know what I just did. She had a sword that did 100% armor penetration. I'm not saying that that's the primary sword she should use, but that should be the other sword in her inventory. This one. Well, I found that pretty easily. Thank you. Thank you for finding that easily. So this 100% armor penetration needs to be here. So if she wants to switch to it, she can. And then this was Abelard's old. So check this out. He was doing 14 to 17 damage. Now it's 17 to 27. So a lot more upside with the chain axe. And the armor penetration is 20% better. So what's the downside? The sword reduced. See, the sword increases his parry and reduced the enemy weapon skill. Whereas the axe is pure offense. That's the difference. So I haven't gotten rid of it because I don't know if that loss of parry is going to matter. And I don't have anybody to use this, but it's just an amazing pistol, so I just can't part with it yet. And then, even though we're not playing him, I beefed him up a bit. I gave him a 20 to tech use. He took this new armor, which uses the intelligence bonus. And we upgraded his plasma gun. It was just slightly better. Okay, well, beyond that, that's it. It was quite the arduous task. So we go out into the business of butt kicking. And business is good. Phobos or whatever needs my assistance. Look at how dark that was. Well, it's because I'm adjacent to it. So that means we need to hop. And here you can see there's a bunch of rumors that have popped up. We have a quest to go here. That's actually quite involved. But let's go ahead and jump to there. 2 profit lost. And then we got 18 people. Alright. Cabela murdered someone. She murdered that guy that was always creepy. The medic guy. I kept saying, I don't remember this guy. Well, now we do. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. lose some skills, but get +3 profit. Holy crap. Can't see. So I'm going to lose one of everything. I don't have any other choices. Which turned out to be okay. Oh, and then I think Solomon is here. But let's deal with Kibbles and Bits first. Always the drama with her.
To what do I owe this visit?
I don't think she's actually here. She was arrested, right? Yeah. So I either have to go to another part of the ship. Here it is. That's quite the chair. Oh, who's this? Oh, it's the Vizier. He couldn't come up to see me earlier because he was too frail. Yeah, this is where this leads to the battle that was so horrible. Alright, so we are distracted yet again. These two are out. Welcome back, my friends. I decided I like Abelard now that we upgraded his axe, and also I just still think that he's gonna be able to. He's tougher. I mean, as much as the other guy had more hit points, Abelard is gonna survive longer. By the way, there's a video on YouTube. It's 10 hours long of this song repeated on loop over and over again. uh, my test failed? Holy crap. That's quite a thing to say. The duty had not yet been fulfilled. Oh yeah.
Let's
So-
see this through.
This ultimately leads to one of the toughest battles in the entire game, as far as I'm concerned, against her vision of the Emperor, which is really the Vizier. But we got a lot going on first, because we got to figure out who this Nikebis person is, which, by the way, it's her. She finds out that she's adopted and grew up in an orphanage and blah blah blah. So we got to figure all that out for her. And then once we do, she then goes down and has to fight the Vizier, who takes the form of the Emperor. Because then she becomes the next, leader of their cult. So while we're here, we might as well do this quest. I spent so much time in Act 1 and Act 2. I don't remember Act 4 and 5 very well. So, I don't have, a sense of direction on this. I know this is getting Solemn. And of course he's...
My warp sight reveals something. Okay, we're getting him off the Io. Back into our retinue. And of course that's going to lead to a massive mission.
Stay sharp.
Trading is just like art. It takes skill and talent.
There's new things
A
to
job
loot.
for me.
Yeah, it's a nice little pistol bonus. Alright, that's taken care of. We got Solomon back. That 100 damage shotgun. Armor for him. There's a 40% shield for him. I think the biggest issue with this, obviously, it has very low armor penetration. And, only has 2 ammo. So he's going to spend a lot of time reloading. But I don't think it matters. (24 to 36). There might be some other stuff that he could benefit from. But that's all I remember. Alright. So we have a path up to here. Emelina's message. That's a... I remember that being a difficult battle. There's some corruption going on the planet. We end up, like, destroying the entire planet. We have to visit Dargonis. That's right, this is the murder mystery stuff. I think this is Nemos. Or Nomos. So we'll let him research Mr. Nomos here. Who is multiplying. Nothing's worse than letting an AI decide for itself what it means to serve light and truth. that's that's like the recipe for disaster in every horror movie. Alright, so this should be a murder mystery. We're gonna have to go a little slow because I have to piece together all the datas and whatnot. Oh, that's interesting. So efficiency and security. Efficiency is through the roof. Security, plenty. Complacency is really low. Alright. I mean, I could do it. It gives me 7 complacency. That would put me right up to 10, 10, 10. Yeah, let's do it. Because it's waiting when projects have to be done somewhere else. This one. $85% armor. It's pretty good. Times 4 or plus 4 complacency across all the worlds. Then this would get me to plus 10. You have to do praising the muses, which I'm assuming is somewhere else. Or Sacred Comet. We get plus 5 bonus to all characteristics and skills. That is pretty darn good. No use for that. 10 profit. This consumes a lot of resources, of which we have plenty right now. This. So good. We just built a rank 5 in Valstone. And that caused everybody to go up by at least 5. Oh my gosh, did I get it too? I did. So I got plus 5 to everything. Holy crap. I mean, that's huge. I mean, even her penalties here. Right. Can't complain about that at all. Nope. When wear dodges or parries, plus 5 momentum. The base armor property, which is 45%, plus the weapon skill bonus, percent parry, and agility bonus, percent dodge against range attack. That's really good. I'm okay with my ship battles. That power hammer thing again. That's an insane armor. So, just on its own, it's better. It is going to drop her agility by 10. Let's put this on her. So her weapon skill bonus is 7. So 7% to parry and 7% to agility, or to dodge. So it's not that much worse than what it was. I guess it's a dodge against range attacks, whereas the other one was pure agility. Yeah. So here you can see her dodge. Alright. Ten, 8, 10. So we're still low on the complacency here. Plus 10% damage with Melta and Plasma. Don't care about that at all. See, it's going to make complacency go down again. Okay, that's not horrible. Not horrible. So in order to do this, I have to have great fire. Which is not a problem. Right. Yeah, I'll do great fire. Ten. We have plenty of that at the moment. Tons of people. Xenos Intoxicant. I don't even know where that is. That's quite the improvement. Ooh. 30 to 40 damage sword. It's also quite good. 60,000 with the Drusians. Wow.
My house would be proud of me.
Onward to victory.
I certainly hope that was the last Nemesis. I've lost count of how many dead firebrands claim to carry that infamous name.
Rebels like him appear all too regularly. If it's not a Nemesis...
Okay, so the basic gist is his son lied to cover up a mistake he made. Like, it was... No one's intentionally trying to hurt anybody. There's just a bunch of cover-ups going on.
Marching ahead. Venture forth.
Right here.
Forge ahead, never linger.
We definitely don't want to summon everybody yet, because we still have to figure out other aspects of the... All three houses are
Stay
involved
sharp.
in these weird, twisted ways. So we figured out how the mistake from that house. But now we got the Gulprax here. Alright, so we know that they were in debt. Sourbricks are involved too. How do I get them rope-a-doped in? That's right. She's gonna take me over to here.
Let's see this through. Keep your guard up.
I did it.
So now we got House Sauerbrack. Gotta tie to them. We're tying it up. It's just, they're all involved. That did not. Come on. Which one? We gotta go talk to these guys first.
Onward to victory.
Hold on. We're missing something. Sorry, I got distracted. I was getting distracted. There's somebody we haven't talked to that we're supposed to talk to.
Let's seize the moment.
Maybe it's them. Having that conversation might have opened
Forge
up
ahead. Never linger.
something? I don't know. Wait, maybe I have enough. Maybe I have enough. I don't know.
Venture forth.
I'm gonna hit F5. Let's do one more thing.
Marching ahead.
Maybe we have enough. Starting to question the possible involvement. Accused house for violations are in truth the result of a grave error committed by your son. A member of your family orchestrated. Offered their help. Oh, that's right. This is where Abelard's using his keen discernment. It's definitely not them. Alright, so we solved the mystery. We will talk to him on the bridge. I could have sworn that there was more of a, what are you going to do with this house and that house? Even Governor drives down. Like, why is he still my governor? After all the shenanigans. %300 damage. Ooh, multiple signal effects at the same time. That's really good. So he could do the thing that buffs you and the thing that curses them. Boy, this is a long listing one. I mean, the 30% more damage, or 300% damage instead of 250 is already good. He's losing 20 agility, which means that he's going to not be able to evade them as much. But if he hits a bleeding target, it does extra damage. And when the turn's over, he attacks the obstructed enemy. And yeah, that's really good. We'll do that. Moving to a new act is always fun. There's a few more, because like there's the betrayal with Solomorn. There's the thing with the bloodspent web, which has already started, by the way. Those add a lot of hours to Act 4. Act 4 would be a lot quicker, to be quite honest, without it. Well, this one's really close. Oh, the treasure. What the heck's happening? It's a J thing. So this is interesting. We never made it this far with her. She never did this before. We got the cash at the end. That was fun. She's like took all this loot. Well, she's the only one I got left. Let's see here.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without ours. I regret that I failed to see Iliad's design. And Jai continues to envelop herself in the variegation of her habitual masks. The fire of a rising sun illuminates Ulfar's face. Ablaze. I have enjoyed your company. Thank...
Alright. Nope, we're gonna be landing. Do I remember this one? Yeah, I do. This one has, there's a lot of traps. And like some guy speaking to us over a microphone, because this is like a big food house. Man, I gotta remember to take power weapons. They do so much damage.
And done. My pleasure.
That's too specific. Oh, that's specifically for, that's specifically for Ufar. What boots he currently has. These are much nicer.
A job for me.
Let's see this through. Stay sharp.
One and it's done.
Lots of items. Oh yeah.
Onward to
Disrupted
victory.
So let me go without a battle. I didn't like the fact that he let me go without a battle.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Save this because it was a weird conversation.
Marching on.
So he's like this zombie guy.
Your execution is assured.
For the Emperor!
There's a reason why I made everybody stand back here. Put Jay back a bit. Equals a bit up a bit. Hendrix next to him. How far back can I get? Oh, we're all the way to here. Take it. Alright. This was a difficult battle. Namely him. He's difficult. 2,730 health. And of course, these guys have really high armor. Go ahead. Perfect.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Now this will give everybody 24 damage. It costs 0 AP. Because on round 1 he has that item that makes everything cost 1 AP less. So you can do the iron arm. That's also free, but nobody's damaged. Let's go kill somebody. circle thing. How did I get SWR3? What's RW3 alpha here? I don't understand that.
I won't object to it.
200 damage. Done. Everybody always says Heinrich sucks. I just don't play him right. I wasn't even playing him right, and I still liked him. Need more movement points.
Naturally.
That's all I got.
I've suffered worse. Just a minor setback.
Okay.
Don't get too cocky.
102. That was as much damage as what's her name was doing.
My. It's time to let you run, my sweet. I can do that, with the right incentive.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Try to die with grace, at least.
Two are better than one.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
I just need one more space. But I have this ability right here. So select Heinrichs.
I know what to do.
I'll see our foe obliterated.
That way everybody's on fire. Back to me. Amplified fire. Damage to everybody.
Easy. High momentum. Witness my resolve!
Duty demands.
More damage. Who's gonna die soon?
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I shall not fail. Aim for the heart next time. Come, the other side awaits.
As honor ordains. The shadows will see it done. As honor ordains.
No foe too great. As said, so done. I know what to do. They won't expect this.
Kick.
At your beck and an exemplary strike.
It was.
Indeed. At your beck and call. It will be done.
Weather the storm! An offering of blood.
For the throne's glory.
Off everybody's armor.
I need a foothold.
Trying to stay away from Cabela.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Let's do. We're gonna do some serious damage.
High momentum.
Dude is still.
Don't get too cocky.
Alright, he's done.
Commands are more pleasant to give than to follow.
Alright, so we're down to 2.
My, it's time for them to run, my son.
Too far away.
I know what I'm doing, usually.
Fire seems to be the only thing that's hurting.
Easy. Let's set this in motion.
Wanna see a trick?
I know what to do. As said, so done. They won't expect this.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servitor. If I may,
Jeez. Oh my goodness.
As the tenets demand. As honor ordains.
There we go. Strength, toughness, agility, and perception. Uses. We're gonna have to read all this. Holy crap. Okay. Uses agility instead of intelligence. Toughness instead of willpower. Strength instead of fellowship. Immune to injuries and traumas. Regenerates 3 wounds per turn. Strength, toughness, agility, and perception. Wow. That's like a her item.
This goes against the tenets.
Whoa, who can do that? Is it just me? I'm the only one. Problem is I don't have I have a lot of willpower. I mean, this is a great melee combat thing. Yeah, nobody else can use it. Oh man, that would have been... That's a perfect... If you had a Blade Dancer type character, holy crap. Guess I'm sending out the cargo.
Let's seize the moment.
This was not the area I was thinking of, but still very good nonetheless. That's like a fun, challenging battle. I don't know how I would have beaten it without fire, though. The only consolation is the guy didn't do a lot of damage. He just stayed alive. So, I think we could have beat him down. Okay, one rumor is resolved. We're always getting 2 things each time, so it's really good. So we're choosing an exemplar template. This is our fire dude. This lets me heal at the start of every turn. 2 extra action points. Just on the first turn. Which I don't need, because I usually have plenty left over. This one, +5 to all characteristics. I like that one. This just gives me a whole bunch of extra health. I do $5. That's like taking willpower, strength, toughness, all those things, all just getting them all at once. Yeah, that's fantastic. And here you can see I got everything I'm gonna get. Psychic wise. So I can take some executioner stuff. Not sure I like any of those. attack a second time. That might be good. Let's try it. More levels to go. Alright, so Jay now. This is getting interesting. I think she will also benefit from +5 to all characteristics. But she has some cool things like this one, where when she gives out an extra turn, 15% more damage, which she does do. But I think, plus she's our skill monkey, so giving her 5 to everything, it only makes sense. Just want to check real quick. So now this is her pet eagle stuff. She has like a million things to choose. Extra turn, extra turn. The 5 to all characteristics is hard to pass up. Navigator stuff. One of them just unlocked. If you remember, we took it should be open to something. It should be one that doesn't harm allies. Did I take the wrong one? I think I took the wrong one. Alright. Again, it's hard to argue with, because we spend points after points after points just to get +5 of one thing. This is +5 to everything. I really like that one. He's got so many things to choose. I want to make sure, because we're 75 weapon skill and 40 fellowship. Right? 75 weapon skill, 40 fellowship. Yeah, 80, 45. Everything went up by 5. I mean, that's just, not only do all these go up by 5, but all the skills go up by 5 as well. It's amazing. 6 ranks. Holy crap. Gives Glyto some extra health. Do that yet? We want to do same as all the other ones. Oh, we need rapid reload with this 100 damage shotgun. Oh my gosh. That is very important for him to have. Alright. I think this was good progress. I will end it here. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.